So when you practice Aikido, it's not uncommon that the partner may be resistant. And if you watched some of my videos, you probably know I'm not very supportive of that, but nevertheless, I also consider it's important to be able to adapt and to do Aikido techniques in any situation. If you're going to say you're resisting, you're doing it wrong, and you don't take any responsibility for yourself, you lose a certain set of power, you lose a certain set of abilities. But to be able to go through that, to be able to adapt to that, and then to say to the partner, okay, can we do it now differently? That's a very powerful skill, and then you're not a victim. Actually, you can develop in all situations. And Aikido as a martial art becomes much bigger and stronger because you're not dependent on the good uke. So today, we're going to look at 3 different ways to work with a partner and to be able to do a technique and a movement with a partner which is resistant without becoming resistant yourself, which sadly enough oftentimes becomes the case. If the partner is resisting, I tense up, I resist, and there's no more Aikido. But we're going to look at how to do it without going there. So this can be applied pretty much in any Aikido technique, but we're going to start and look at basic Ikkyo. Let's start straight from here, from the Shomen no Chikyo. So here, this is a good place for partner to resist. The problem with resisting is that the partner knows what we're going to do. And this is not really fair because he knows I'm going to go up, and then he can give his energy, become heavy in his body, and if I'm not a good Aikidoka, if I'm still a beginner, I won't be able to do a technique unless I will start to become resistant and try to damage him, or I will just say, you're doing it wrong. So there are many ways which are not powerful, but actually you can still do the technique without becoming resistant. So one of the ways, the first way, is actually to connect and use your center. In the last 2 videos we looked at it, so if you need some more details, you can look back, but we're going to go straight from here. So the problem with the resistance is when the person resists, that resistance is contagious. I start to resist as well. And then we start to use our muscles. We start to use our shoulders, arms, and if I'm stronger, it's gonna work, but still I'm gonna get tired, maybe I'm gonna injure him. But the deal is, first of all, relax your shoulder and connect with the center. So even if he resists, but I connect with the center, I do the technique with the center, not the arms. So he's resisting. Here, actually, I'm still able to do it. So the center is very powerful, and it's actually deeper, lower than resistance. If you go into the center, you're not gonna collide. Now the second way, it's more subtle. It's gonna be hard for a lot of people to catch, but you can try it. He's resisting. As I said, it's contagious. There's a desire for me to resist as well, to use power. But actually, if you go deeper and you relax, relaxation is contagious as well. So if he's resisting, and I relax, then actually it's easier to go through that resistance. A very heavy, a very resistant partner will be hard to relax. You will need a lot of skills to do that, but it's possible. So for a second way to go through that, so if he's resisting, I don't resist, I relax, and then do the technique. Now the third way is more akin and close to Kaishiwaza, a counter technique or receiving. So whenever he resists, in order to resist, he needs to give energy back. And so now if I'm going up, he knows I'm going to go up, and so in order to resist, he's going to push down. So he's pushing down, and if I'm going to try to work it out, I can, as I showed before, but I don't have to. So if I'm pushing it up, he's pushing it down, just use the energy down. Use what you have. Don't become fixed on a certain pattern and the desire to go back, to go always through that way. So if I'm going forward, he's gonna push back. I let that energy pass. It's gonna have to be quick. You're gonna do it slow. He may start to resist the other direction. And also notice, don't do it just from the arms. So if you're just doing in the arms, he's resisting, he's pushing back. Just the arms might not be enough. Include the whole body, give the space. So here, whole body, whole space goes in. And that applies to any technique. So for example, let's say I want to do a koregashi. I'm in his wrist here, and he starts to push back here. So right, then I turn out. I don't have to go to the place where there's no space. Like, for example, let's look at Iriminage, he's pushing down. All right, so I'm going to bring that energy down. Whatever he gives, I can use that. And as I said, an adapted person might be able to start to change his direction as well. So if I go down, he's going to start to go up, and it might become a mess. So that's why it's important. So if he's resisting, to go even through the resistance without resisting, using your center, using relaxation, going around the lines there. It's actually quite a few ways. But to begin with, I hope these 3 ways will help you out. And if you're interested to know more ways how to do that, feel free to let us know in the comments. There are some more ways, but for this time, we will stop here. And so I wish you good luck in applying that. Just always remember, don't let the contagiousness of resistance catch you. Go above it, go beyond it, go deeper than that. And that's where you're going to maintain the Aikido spirit. And all in all, this is Rokas, and I'll see you on the virtual mat again soon.